podcast character designs done by Demon Artie. Be sure to follow her over on Twitter at ArtieDemon. Welcome everyone back to the Crimson 15 podcast. I'm your host, Crimson Sin.
N15 PCA.
Native 454.
Be sure to check us out over on Twitter at C15 Podcast. Join the discussion over on Discord, link in the description below. And if you're enjoying the videos, be sure to sub, like, share, and hit that bell for notifications. The Mandalorian Season 2 trailer, it came out and it looks fantastic, just as good as Season 1.
Oh, awesome. Yeah. No. Hey, you thought they have a misstep or anything? No, it's perfect. It's just like it's seamless.
Yeah, it makes me hyped for it. I can't wait.
It's because it just has that cool... Again, it's just the idea of a bounty hunter. You just get the, and you think of the word bounty hunter, you think of like a cowboy. He's going out there, he's catching the bad guys, he's doing his thing, getting his bounties. And that's what, like the Mandalorian, he's walking out of the smoke. And it's just, he's one cool customer. You don't mess with this guy.
Yeah.
He knows what he's going to go get. He's going to go do it. And you get in my way, he's going to go through you.
I think it's going to even be greater too, because now we don't have to have, it didn't have too much story to begin with, but now we get to go real action, like 100% all the way.
And I just love his cadence of his voice, the way he speaks,
yes.
And he never says anything more than he has to.
No,
never does.
Yeah, he doesn't embellish anything. He doesn't have to get in people's faces and anything like that. He's like I just love like the line. He's like, it's very dangerous, to bring this child with you wherever he goes. I go. I go. He goes. With
That's
me.
it. Yep, that's all you need to know.
He's also a hood.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. He knew.
And the special effects. Fantastic!
Oh, perfect. I mean, these are movie quality like the first season. Incredible.
I love the way all the aliens look. I love the way the ship was like. It opens up. The ship looks a little beat up.
Yeah, it does.
It's open. The bay door's open.
Ooh.
Guys, I'm going to say this right now. I know this sounds so weird. This is Star Wars. This is exactly what I want out of Star Wars. There's nothing more I could say that would make it even better than this. It's just incredible.
And people on Twitter and in our Discord and stuff, people always ask, who has the worst, Star Wars fans or Trek fans? Trek fans have it way worse.
Because we don't have the
Mandalorian.
No.
We don't have that one shining light that shows CCC everyone this is what it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And then not only that, you can even point at some of the cartoons of Star Wars that are good.
And
Rebels isn't bad.
Rebels is not bad.
And Clone Wars was good. It ended okay.
Yeah.
What I say, too, is that Star Wars has finally proven we don't need the Jedi.
Nope.
We don't need it. Because remember, that was the big argument. If we didn't have the Jedi, Star Wars wouldn't even be half of what it is. It can, and more.
The universe is so big and expansive. People that say that don't realize how big it really is.
No.
They don't understand
People,
how deep it is.
The human beings in general love a warrior race. They just love them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We like Spartans. We like the samurai. We like the Klingons. We like the
Mocklins.
The Mocklins. We love these alien races. They can be real or fictional. That just like, look at this. Look how freaking cool these people are. And the Mandalorians are those people.
Funny, when you always see that, usually they don't mess up with those for some reason in
it's
sci-fi.
It's just cool.
Yeah, it is cool.
It's kind of hard too, because it's a kind of a good basic formula, but then there's so much you can expand.
And then even the I don't remember their name, Triceratops from Mass Effect too.
Yeah.
The Triceratops race.
Krogan.
The Krogan.
Yeah.
Well, I like a guy who sees 15 people in a room and he just cracks his knuckles. Oh yeah, that's the way it is. I love it.
And sometimes what makes them interesting too is their rituals. Yeah. Like in the last Mass Effect game in Andromeda, he wore all the skulls of his enemies.
Yeah.
Like he made armor out of it.
This is what Star Wars is supposed to be.
Yes.
This exactly. There's nothing more. I mean, compared to the movies, the movies are pathetic. This is incredible.
Because like in the trailer, I guess he's like in some underground boxing thing, whatever.
Fighting.
And people are talking to him, and he's starting to get surrounded, and you see he gets his little songbirds.
Yeah.
And I just love the fact that his name's the child, but everyone calls him Baby Yoda. But the Baby Yoda kind of sees it. Oh, he gets a little shut. He knows it's gonna go down.
But that's a very Star Wars thing. That's what made it funny.
But guess what? After all the dust settles, the Mandalorian's still standing up because he's a badass and he's going to take you down.
I hope when they do that scene that we don't know what's happening from the first minute. I just want to hear it. Yeah, and then you can start showing it. And
exactly.
He's just leaning everyone's butt.
And it's all dark, and then he opens up when he opens up. Yeah.
And I know I'm a fan of this so much, but I love the quick cuts. Like when they show the screen and it goes to the next scene. Yeah. That's so Star Wars. I love that. Mm-hmm. You don't see that in the movies.
No.
See, where this is, it's cool. And it's so funny. It's so fantastical, right?
Yeah.
But it feels so real.
Yeah.
Like you see the Mandalorian walking in through the town. He's like, oh man, this guy has a story. You can't see his face. This thing is you don't see a face. So you project whatever is in your mind onto him.
Yeah, and the character.
Yeah.
It's just so cool.
Yeah, and what I also love it too, and because we know he's just a man.
Yeah, just a dude
with some good armor, but still just a man.
And good fighting tactics, but he's just a man.
Yeah. Like if he did, that's why I can't wait. I hope there is some of a Jedi Mandalorian battle. I would love that because again, it shows someone born with natural talent and then someone that earned it, someone that worked towards it. And I love that conflict. I love that battle.
Know what I love more than anything? It always has to happen. There's always the Mandalorians did as cool as they think they are, and the guy gets to go get his ass whooped.
Yes.
Step up to Mandalorian.
So that was Rebel fighters too. You saw?
Yeah,
that.
you saw some X-wings.
X-wings. So that's
Who
interesting.
knows? Who knows?
Yeah, we'll see if you can out-dodge him.
I do love that, like how they mentioned in the first season where he's like, Lion, Rebel Lance, I don't care what they said to say. Because I'm a Mandalorian. They have as much control over me as the Empire did, which is nothing.
Yeah, if they want to pay for a bounty, I'll do it, but I'm not going to sit there and like, oh, you owe me or something.
Yeah, and I'm not going to be like, oh, yeah, for the Republic.
The only complaint, and this is just a complaint over Star Wars, how do the people not know about Jedi? I think that's so silly.
But there's so many planets and so many galaxies, and there's probably people again. Like there's always myth and legend, you know.
Yeah.
Even the Mandalorians called them sorcerers. They have magic powers.
Yeah. And even stories about Mandalorians seem to be exaggerated, like how they conquered the beast and they're like unbeatable. No, they can get beat, but it's that legend.
It's like the Spartan.
Yeah, you just built up in their minds. So maybe people do know Jedi, but they know them more as like these creepy sorcerer type people.
Because again, he's like they said, is he gonna hand over the child to like the Jedi Order, or like maybe there's a secret order, like, and they're gonna be able to... That's so crazy. Like,
I want him to stay, and I want him to be a bounty hunter. I just want him to be
a little whatever the hell alien race he is, bounty hunter.
Yeah,
little helmet with his ears sticking out.
I still want that.
And that's the sad part about this show. There's gonna be a point to that.
Does
like,
he let him go?
Does he let him go, or does he keep him?
It's my baby.
Yeah.
but you know, it's so funny to remember the Jedi are getting hunted down at this point. So maybe he says it to him, and then there's a big thing comes in, and they start attacking him, and they die, and he has to take them.
The Jedi Order came and took my baby.
Baby.
I'm October. It's right around the corner.
Right before Halloween, actually.
It's and again, I love the one episode a week format.
Me too.
The way it should be. So when something happens at the end of the episode, you got to sit with it for a week, and it's going to be spinning around in your head instead of just skipping to the next freaking episode.
That's what it should be, guys. That's what it used to be.
Yeah.
Now that gets spoiled.
Doesn't it feel good?
Yeah, it does.
Again, remember when people used to say, "Oh, talk around the water cooler," because that's what you did. Like, "Oh, did you watch that show?" Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Instead of like, "Oh, I binged it all in one freaking sitting."
And the thing I love about that, this is universally loved by everyone. Yeah. No one, if you hate this, then you're just an idiot. I'm sorry.
I don't think there's any like people who really like Star Wars. Oh, I just hate that show. It's funny because whatever complaints I hear, there's like oh, how come this didn't happen here and this didn't happen? But did you dislike the show overall?
No, of course
not. You can't see because it's just cool.
Yeah, why in Rebels do they not wear their helmets, but this Mandalorian always wears his helmet? And it's like,
I think it's funny because I was watching the making of the first season a little bit on Disney Plus, the documentary, and they were just sitting at a round table talking. Fireball's talking about, I remember this scene in this Star Wars, and remember that scene in this scene. They love the Star Wars. You can tell just by the way they talk. They love it and they understand it.
Even, was it Dave Filoni was nervous to be the pilot? He even talked about it because, like, I'd never been in Star Wars, like, as an actual, like, character.
Yeah.
And he was super nervous because, like, that's what a real fan would be. Like, he doesn't want to damage the reality of the world. Yeah. Because he knows that I could bring someone out by showing my,
And the love just comes out.
Yes.
And you can put love with people that are talented.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's
get amazing things. Get amazing, cool, absolutely amazing things.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that planet looked amazing, too.
I also love the speeder bikes and... It's just,
you see the
it's just there's so much cool stuff that's happening. That one lady looks like goes on a dock. Is she a Jedi?
Or is she a Sith?
That'd be super cool.
Fighting like a Sith.
Because to the Mandalorian, they don't know the difference.
No.
I don't think they even like. Oh, I don't know. They're all Jedi, whatever.
Yeah.
You know,
sorcerer is a sorcerer.
Yeah, whatever.
But this is the way.
Only
you should
good Jedi is a dead Jedi.
Any live action Star Wars thing should be an event when it comes out, something special, and that's how this feels again.
Yeah,
definitely. I mean,
do we know how many episodes?
I hope it's more than 10 like last time. I hope it's like 13. I'm hoping for like
freaking
13, maybe with a 1 hour ending, so it'd be like almost.
I
would
take
it.
I'll take it.
So, do you think we're gonna see any like big names like Star Wars people that we know of? And
there's so many rumors. There wasn't like Ahsoka supposed to be in this.
That'd be
Boba Fett.
That'd be so fucking cool.
Yeah, it would.
A battle between him and Boba Fett.
The Fett Man.
Oh, it'd be so good.
No matter how sure you are, you never bet the Fett Man. See, just thinking about stuff makes you smile. Mm-hmm. It makes you happy, and you want to. That's what Star Wars is supposed to do for people. Not that I can't believe I just watched what I just saw. She's shooting Force lightning. She never even trained with anything. Oh God, why is this happening? You shouldn't be feeling those things while watching Star Wars. You should be so excited. You're bursting at the seams because you want to see what happens next.
Oh yeah, you're excited. You're getting to see all these different worlds and these races, and what's he gonna do with Baby Yoda? How is he gonna protect? I mean, all that comes through coming in.
And when he does find someone, is he gonna have enough trust to let it go? They'd be like, you're the right owner. You're the one who's
See,
going to teach you.
I also love the fact that because it kind of flashes back to when he was talking to like the matriarch lady, and he's like, "We'll have to find its own kind." So well, this is the way. This is the fates have brought you two together for a reason. This is your path now.
Yep.
I love that, and that goes back to that ritual warrior. This is my destiny.
Exactly.
Is to do this.
Yep.
It's almost like it's weird. It's like this classic like barbarian finds this little kid that has magical powers, and he's like, "Well, I guess I got to protect him until he comes into his
Because
own."
even if he is part of like the enemy, the Jedi was like the enemy. This child is truly innocent.
I mean, yeah, exactly, purely innocent, and you can even pull like a parallels of Wolf and Cub. You know?
Yeah, same kind of thing.
And also, it saved his life, so they have each other's backs.
Yeah.
It's almost like this unnatural bond that they have. That's like, no, we help each other.
Here's the thing: will the child want to go?
Probably not.
No.
But
My baby.
But
exactly.
again, when you have force powers, we all know that it's better to be trained somewhat in those powers because you don't know what's going to happen. You know, like you go crazy, you become evil, you become, you know.
I would love to see just a time skip, just when he's a little bit older and he's actually like a Jedi. That'd be so cool.
It's some pretty cool stuff.
Yeah.
I again, we still have the mystery of the dark saber.
Yep.
And all this, there's so many other things that are just like.
And you saw in the trailer, his whole team's gonna come together, at least in a couple episodes. So
exactly, we got the dark saber, which we all know what that symbolizes. Is that like that can?
and he's a cool villain too. He was just a cool looking guy.
Yeah, that Moff
guy.
Yeah, he was pretty cool.
And we know that
What a bastard! But that's the way they're supposed to be.
He is. He stole that saber.
Yeah.
Like, so it's gonna be interesting. We also know it can unite all Mandalore with that sword.
Yeah, that's supposed to be like a.
So I know there's not that many out there, but it'd be kind of cool if like at the end he actually like
gets it.
No, we're not talking about anything political. No SJW stuff. No any of that. Women are better than men. None of that. None of that. Just a story.
Every character in the Mandalorian, the first season, was awesome. All the men and all the women and all the aliens. I didn't give two flying Fs about their genders or who they were sleeping with or what their sexual preferences were. None of that mattered because it was an awesome story and I don't care.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's what I want. That's what's incredible about it.
We love having that escape. We get this all in our lives all the time. It's nice to just have a story.
And here's the thing, I don't care. Like, oh, would you like Mandalorian if he was gay? Yeah, I'd love him. Because he's awesome. It has nothing to care about that.
Story. It has nothing to do with the story.
No.
It has literally no big in because he's still an awesome character.
Yeah.
Exactly. And it's not like there's nothing gonna ruin that. It's like, I can't stand it.
I wish they didn't kill that one guy who's kind of like the Han Solo. I liked him.
Oh, that younger guy?
Yeah, from that planet.
But speaking of that episode, though, there was that guy that came to meet that lady, and we don't know who that was.
Yeah, what was that? See, there's so many.
Wasn't it that Moth guy?
No, it looked like he had boots, like an actual.
See, here's the thing. There's when it's shot that way, they can always go back to, it's really this person. Woo! But it's gonna be some cool stuff. Do you think I do want to see him fight a Jedi?
Yes, that's gotta happen.
Because again, that's why things like the flamethrower and things like that, because they can't necessarily block that.
How cool would they fought like on that boat? How cool would that be?
There's some. That's the thing. Star Wars is also about set pieces.
Yes.
Big battles, like in Return of the Jedi. There's like so many, like in your mind you can imagine the scenes with the backdrops, and they're just so cool. Like when Vader and then the Emperor's right there, he's watching. It's just cool stuff.
Could you imagine fighting on the boat? He's using his jetpack, and he's like flamethrower, and she's like doing like crazy Jedi tricks, and that would be awesome. It'd be great.
It's gonna be so cool.
It'd be great.
Yeah. I can go. I just love that. It's so awesome. Yeah. There's so many scenes I could talk about the first season that were just remarkable. Like even the little scene where he takes off the helmet to watch the kids. I thought was cool.
Yeah,
he gets home because he's just watching them. And then that girl almost took it off. If he would have, he would no longer been a bounty hunter. He almost happened, but he didn't let her.
He has a destiny.
Yeah.
That I hope that matriarch lady lived. She was freaking cool.
Oh, I guarantee she lived.
She was whooping some ass, and I think she had her hammers. Boom, boom. I love it. See, and it was a woman, and I didn't care because she was a badass, and that's all that matters.
Yeah. Exactly.
Oh, she was freaking awesome. I just love the fact how calm and everything they are. Just like it's like they're just like ready to battle him in their own mind, and then boom, it just blows up.
I just love even their slogan. This is the way. That's just such a cool freaking.
You accept
motto.
it as it comes.
Yeah.
If I die in battle, that's the way it was meant to be.
Somehow you upstage. May the force be with you.
Yeah.
How
like
do you do that? How do you do that?
You know what? You're right about that. Yeah, I agree with that.
People, back in the day, people used to say, the force be with you is a joke, but people literally say this is the way. Like all the time.
And you know what? Not saying that it's a bad way to think, but if stuff happens in your life and you know what, maybe this is the way to toughen me up a little bit.
This is the way.
Yeah, and this is the way it's meant to be. Yeah, instead of sitting there crying, "Ooh, my life sucks."
It's a good message. Yeah, like you just take the blows as they come, and then you just keep going.
Yeah. It's like, you can stand up. Okay, get up.
Yeah, get up.
You can't beat me if I can
And then
stand.
even the redemption story of the robot at the end of last season was so good.
Yeah, I mean, everyone's story arc actually came full circle. I
Yeah,
loved it.
that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Can't wait for it. Again, it's right around the corner. We're 15 days, right before Halloween. So,
Yeah.
20-some days away?
Yeah,
It's like
exactly.
Disney gave us a little treat.
Yeah, a little treat for a little popcorn ball for a bag.
Yep.
Crimson Saint here. Thanks for watching the video. If you're enjoying the content, be sure to sub, like, share, and hit the bell for notifications so you don't miss a single upload. If you have any tips or story ideas, hit us up on Twitter at C15 Podcast, or better yet, join our Discord server, link in the description below.